Hello, fellow Thames person. How are you?
I'm good, my man. I'm good. I'm glad to be in the basement of despair on Channel 2.
Channel 2, this is where we get to indulge ourselves with interesting things. Do you like my T-shirt, by the way?
It looks like a bunch of Russians and a middle-aged man. Why? What's it meant to represent?
The Communist Party.
Oh,
Aha.
Dear. Thank God.
Like I said, this is the basement of despair and bad choices.
It is, absolutely. Well, you know, if this ever fails and your job fails and everything else, don't do comedy. It's not going to help you. So, welcome everyone. I'm Alex and this is George. I'm in San Francisco. He's in LA. We're in Channel 2, which is our basement where we can actually pick tracks to each other. Any track that gets more than 100 likes, goes to our main channel.
But there's no bad choices here. Well, there are, but they're low key.
Right, now this one. Now, I know you know the Black Angels because I've been to gigs with you.
We've seen the Black Angels.
Yeah. Now, Black Angels, for anyone who doesn't know, there's a kind of psychedelia movement, a neo psychedelia movement in the US. So you got the Black Angels, you got the kind of dandies a bit in Brian Jonestown, and you got, now you've got Moon, a duo, and you've got, the Rose Hill, all that lot, right? And the Wooden Ships. So Black Angels, for me, are the number one. They're the leaders of this segment. Would you agree or not agree?
I love the Black Angels. They're a really great band. Really good band.
So I'm like, my all-time favorite band out there that we have never reacted to because basically there's, they are slightly shit, but they're brilliant, which is Velvet Underground. Mm-hmm. And if Velvet Underground were here today, I feel they'd be the Black Angels.
Okay. I sometimes I think the Velvet Underground is so sometimes you do say they're not that great. They're brilliant because they represented a whole time and emotion and a moment and things like that. They were so influential. But how many people say that sounded like the Velvet Underground?
I know.
Hugely influential. So I know.
Who was it? Dave Bowie, or maybe it was Tony Visconti, his producer. He actually bought the album when it came out, and he said it sold 3,000 albums when it did, the first album, and it started 3,000 bands.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah.
No, anyway, so we are gonna. This is cool, right? So we're gonna listen to the Black Angels, and I picked a really accessible track for everyone. It's called Telephone, and it's groovy as hell. If you don't get off on this track and you got the roof down and you're going on down highway number 1 and you're feeling fly and this track comes on, then I'm sorry, you're slightly impotent.
Nice.
And not only that, it's a great double whammy because there's this woman, she's in an airport, she's an amazing dancer, and she's listening to the tune, and she's got the absolutely brass monkey balls to dance like no one's watching. So she's listening to she's listening to Telephone by the Black Angels, and we're going to watch the dance. And this girl, she's got brass monkey balls for doing this.
Excellent. So,
all right.
A double treat then, is it?
Double whammy bammy, Manny.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready. All right. So, one of our favorite bands. Finally, we get to the Black Angels. Now, there's heavier stuff we can go into, but let's go into the easy stuff.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1, boom.
You never call my name on the telephone. You never call my name
Brilliant.
Oh man, she's got some balls, and what a great track, huh?
That is so good. She's such a dance. That's awesome dancing, and like, and just watching, also just seeing the other people in the background going, what are they doing?
I know. Well, you know, it's what a cheap video if you're a band to make that, but also you got to have some balls to dance like that. No one else can hear the music.
But was that made as a video? Was it just coincidental that? Was
Coincidental. Coincidental. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
right,
She's done other stuff and whatever. It was just she likes that track. She picked that track, and seeing her dance style, and then putting the two together. One of my favorite like little pop, because they can be quite heavy, the Black Angels, and that's so accessible. That's so much fun. There's so much summer.
That was so retro 60s. That one.
Yeah.
That was total. 60s.
Yeah, and then you got her just at I respect her, her guts, and then she's an absolute brilliant dancer as well, doing the 60s retro dance, and you put it all together, you just got a magic video.
That is really cool. That's really interesting. That's like great. But the Black Angels, we definitely, if we could do a bit more Black Angels, because I don't know all the Black Angels. I know some of the Black Angels, and they're really, I love them as a band. They're awesome.
I went to Greece a couple of years ago and with a family, and I had the Black Angels catalog. And you know how you can download, on Spotify. So when you're offline, you can have the only thing I had were 3 Black Angels albums. I had nothing else and no reception. And we played chess, and my 6-year-old and 2 10-year-olds just droned out, and my wife, to Black Angels for 3 weeks, and it was like brilliant. We all came back slightly, kind of wraparound glasses and bowl haircuts,
Now, that we've mentioned a couple of times that festival we went to back in Austin in 2015, Levitation, that's organized by the Black Angels.
It's their festival.
It's their festival, yeah. So yeah, exactly. So that's why it was a shoegazer psychedelia festival sort of thing. So yeah,
and it's called Levitation. Used to be called something else, Levitation, and they'd play down
like Fest. It was before that.
Yeah, and they play. They have a site down in Austin. It's an amazing festival if you want to go. The bands,
but but the last couple of years they haven't had it on the festival site, because remember the year we went, it got really wet and really muddy. Then the next year they got flooded out. And I think the next year they got flooded out.
Hurricane warnings.
Yeah, it was something. High wind and lightning or something. They couldn't do it, and so then, yeah, right, exactly. So then they've been doing it just in venues around Austin. So they haven't actually done it out in the field again, because yeah.
I do remember that we were off our gourds and we went for a wander. And we were stood by some security guard talking to him. And you managed to put your foot on a red ant hill, Ness. And then I was talking, drinking a beer. We were wibbling away to the security guard, who basically had enough of 2 slightly middle-aged men off their nuts. And then you started jumping around and doing a Hiawatha dance in the middle. It was like, what the hell is going on? It was fun.
I had so many bites on my leg. It was ridiculous.
All right, well, look, if it gets 100 likes, we get it on Channel 8. I would love the Black Angels on that channel, because we got bigger numbers on that channel and people could see more Black Angels.
No, they would nail us to the cross of despair, the cross of bad choices on the hill of despair, if we were to do that on the A channel. I think pretty much, wouldn't they?
I know.
They'd be like, what the fuck?
Too niche.
Too
cool to track.
All right. Good job.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna pick which playlist it goes on.
Oh man,
what do you think?
For me, because it's such a favourite song, goes on every bloody playlist there is. I could even make love to that one.
I tell you what, shall I read out what our current playlists are?
Yes,
if we need to have another one, let me just find them. And 1 second.
Whilst he's doing that, if you can subscribe,
sorry, viewers,
that'd be really good. Just press that button there. That would help us. All right, and here's my colleague with his laser information board.
Oh no, I've got the wrong one. Okay, here we go. So the playlist we have so far: Bong Bangers, Road Trip, Sunday Morning Wind Down, Dance Party, Date Night, or Barbecue Summertime.
Man, for me, if I take one of my little cars out with the roof down, that track would be killer.
You reckon? But it could be Dance Party though. You saw her dance.
Yeah, but then I couldn't pull those moves off. On the telephone, I just couldn't do it.
But it shows it's very danceable. That's what I'm saying.
No, dance party is more EDM, mate.
That's EDM. Okay. All right. So we reckon
All
it's a road
dance
trip.
parties are going to be harking back to the 60s. We never danced at the Levitation Festival. Why the hell? We were just sitting in the field with cans of drink. Why the hell are you? Well, you're going to suddenly get up and dance.
I've been known to dance in the past. I have a mean, left foot.
I mean what? I mean waltz. I mean waltz around the room. When it comes to tango, though, I'm not to be beaten. Right.
Okay, so we're going to settle on it being a road trip song. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll make a playlist and put it in there.
Okay. Good. All right. Good choice. Thank you very much.
On the flip side.
On the flip side.